This is a funny story. So I once met the marketing manager of one of them. I'm not going to say which of the apps, because I don't want to get her in trouble. I think she still works there. But I met her at an All Bar One. And she was a little bit tiddly. And she told me a story that 80% of the blokes on this app didn't get any matches. And they used to email in to her and say, hey, I don't think your app is working because I'm getting 0 matches. And she'd have to email back and go, yeah, sorry, the app is working. Just no one wants to talk to you. She said another interesting statistic that 80% of the men that did get a match had a picture of them and a dog.
Right. I see that.
And I told that story to my dad and my stepmom. And they were like, Connor, that's ridiculous. And then they stopped. And my stepmom realized, oh my God, I messaged your dad about a photo of him and the dog.
It's a really good icebreaker. Have you ever swiped right on a guy just because of a picture with a dog? If it was like a really cute dog?
I think the dog sometimes, but I feel like that's getting a bit old almost. Now when I see a dog, sometimes I try not to mention it. But I feel like, especially when Taylor Swift's Eras tour was ongoing, if they had anything about Taylor Swift, even if they were ugly, I was like, the Swifties stick together. I'd match with them and I'd message them, be like, what's your favourite song?
Would you rate them on the album? You were like, okay, if it's rep, then it's fine.
Well, if they're a real Swiftie, I'd be like, I'll meet you,
That is so adorable. I love that.
I love this. There's been a real trend recently of using ChatGPT. So we could go off in many different directions. I've also heard that women, for this new filter on Tinder for height for men, you can actually upload photos of men that you're trying to match with, and you can ask ChatGPT, can you analyze these photos and see if this bloke is lying about his height? So ChatGPT can then analyze the photos and be like, actually, looking at the angles, I don't think they're 6 foot, they're 5'10". So that's one way people are using ChatGPT. But another thing is that ChatGPT is just now straight up therapy in some cases. So I don't know if any of you have any stories you want to share on ChatGPT and using it.
I love ChatGPT. I think ChatGPT is great for so many things. Work, therapy, whatever. But but recently though, they have had an update where it's glazing people. I don't know if you heard about that. And basically it was saying, you're the best thing in the world. This is great. This is great. And even this CEO came out and said, we can't have that anymore because it was kind of endorsing crazy behavior. But I do think it's really good. And, ChatGPT, because sometimes you think with therapists, they might get sick of what you're talking to them about and you kind of feel that, but ChatGPT doesn't. I even asked ChatGPT, like, do you not want to hear about this? And it was like, no.
That is so true. And last night was the first time I used it the way you'd use it. Monica uses ChatGPT for therapy all the time. And last night was maybe my first time. And I found that too. I could say the same thing again and again until I got it out of my system. And it was just, didn't get sick of what I was saying. And then I even asked it because I was like, oh, it's being so nice. I was like, are you just saying that? And it was like, no, it's true.
Yeah. And also I said, are you just saying this to make me feel better? Like, is this, and then it will give you like objective facts. Because the thing about AI, and you can give it from the other person, it will only give that I hope it only gives that objectivity. You think, and if you do it based on science.
Do you want to take us through what you use it for and that story about uploading it to WhatsApp? Don't do any personal stories, but just walk us through how you're using ChatGPT.
So there's one thing that you can do on it. So if you've, for example, had an argument or whatever, you can then export your WhatsApp text, put it into ChatGPT, because then it's a complete non-biased, view of everything. And also it's not just you explaining how you felt about that situation. It's that you can see all your text from it. So, if you have an argument, you can put it in and then you say, am I being unreasonable? And it will tell you you're not. Or it will tell you are. It gives. I think it's nice to have that non-biased perspective. I think it's helping a lot of relationships because,
So you export your WhatsApp conversation as a CSV file, upload it to ChatGPT, and then what sort of questions do you ask ChatGPT?
Also, just to clarify, it's like Monica showed me how to do it, and it's a one-button thing. You just go into ChatGPT, click on the 3 dots in the right-hand corner, and say export WhatsApp chat.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
It's so easy.
Yeah.
And you can ask questions like, you said that you can ask questions like, using scientific research,
Yes,
can
yeah.
you describe
So-
some of the behavior patterns?
Yeah, so you can do it kind of, you can say based on science and psychology, so you don't think you're mental, because sometimes you might think, you know, am I being crazy here? Is this crazy? And then you ask it for science and psychology backed stuff, and it will actually, you know, bring stuff based on actual real scientific and psychology, and, you know, kind of cite it as well. So it's great because it's using all corners of the internet to make you feel not crazy. So
And I think a less wholesome use for it, still using science, which I think, you know, I have a tendency to use it for this, but you can get it to do a few things. So one, you can get it to do your seasonal colour analysis.
yes, that's great. Yeah.
That's great. And it'll give you everything, like what makeup you should be using, what clothes you should be wearing. And also you can get it to, based on objective beauty standards and, you know, that scientific symmetry of the face.
Although I don't know if it's doing that, because it's the golden ratio.
The golden ratio. Yeah, you can ask it to like rate attractiveness, or could this person be a model, or which girl is prettier in this photo.
Or the age, your favourite's the
Yeah,
age.
guess, you can make it guess your age based on
I wonder
science.
if that can be quite harmful as well, because I feel like you can overanalyze yourself a little bit with it, which probably wouldn't be good for a lot of young girls.
And that's what, so there's different, you know, there's ChatGPT, then there's Elon's one, and there's Claude. ChatGPT is a bit difficult. Sometimes it refuses to rate, and you have to say, I literally say, don't be annoying, and then it does it.
A gun to your head.
Yeah.
Which
You have to
one?
say,
It's too
don't be
polite.
annoying.
You want a more honest ChatGPT,
Which is Elon Musk's one. You can ask it
Oh.
anything.
the
and
Grok.
and it will tell you. You don't have to be like, don't be annoying, or it'll just tell you.
I've no doubt.